Welcome to Life in the Fast Lane with Matt Tift and myself, Keith Migra. We're having issues on Twitter for some reason. I don't know why. So if you're listening to this or you watch it through Twitter or whatever, Okay, Tyler, our volleyball has reset it. Our wonderful producer knew what was going on, and he reset it. So hopefully Twitter's back up and running. If not, if you're watching through Facebook, that's fine too. Matt, we did 2 consecutive shows.
We did it. First time in a month, we did it.
We did. Well, that's because, dude, we are so super busy with everything going on. And now we're working on another project, another TV show, possibly a spin-off TV show that's going to star me, you, and this other very large Jason Momoa-looking guy. And it's going to, I mean, it should be fun, right? I'm sorry, what'd you say?
No, it's not.
It's not Jason. It could be. He could definitely be Jason Momoa's stand-in for sure. Like if they had to do like a double. Oh yeah, yeah for sure. So, how's it going, man? How's the 2-day? Well, no, hold on. Before we do anything, I want to talk about something because this is something that I retweeted it. I know you talked about it. What is going on with having your face on a race car? I think we should spend at least a little bit of time talking about this. If I didn't mean to put you on the spot, I didn't talk to you about this before the show, but I think we should spend a little bit of time talking about it.
Absolutely. Yes. So it's not your face; it's your name on the race car. So,
See, I already
so
messed up.
I was diagnosed with a brain tumor when I was, I guess, 19 years old, and so I actually lost my grandmother from a brain tumor when I was little. But she was not in the family, so it's kind of interesting. But
Sure.
as I've gotten to learn a lot more about this disease, way before I had epilepsy or anything like that,
Yeah.
I've been working a lot with the American Brain Tumor Association. I've done a lot of work with the National Brain Tumor Society as well. So we've done some really cool cars and collaborations. I've gone to DC and went to Capitol Hill and advocated to Congressmen women for more funding for brain tumor research.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so it's been really cool. But there's only so many. Unfortunately, when you're not the driver anymore, you don't have as much clout, I guess. So there's not as many cool opportunities of things you get to do.
Sure.
So luckily, the ABTA wanted to work with us on something, and this is a really, really cool deal. I'm very excited about it. So next weekend, not this coming weekend, not Father's Day weekend, but June 26th and 27th. Very weird deal. So Keith, you probably don't know this, but normally NASCAR races once per weekend per series, like per the Cup Series.
Sure.
This is the first time this season. They did it last year for the first time. We're actually doing a double header. Saturday, one race Sunday.
Wow.
And so the same car will be both days, unless we wreck it, but we have a backup car with the same paint scheme on it.
Beautiful.
So what's really cool, though, is for $50, you actually get to make a donation to the American Brain Tumor Association and get your name on our race car.
That's awesome.
In addition to that, we have a couple other cool packages. One that's been the most popular, which I was surprised by, but the $100 package, you get a Team Live Fast hat, you get your name on the car, and you get a picture of where your name is on the race car. So pretty cool. You can go find it, get the wide zoom, and get your name, kind of zoned in there to see where it's at. And then the granddaddy of them all package, the executive deal we're doing is for $1,000, you get to have your name in big print on the back of the car. And you also get 2 hot passes, meaning you get to sit on the pit box, be a part of the team,
Wow.
go on for race festivities, and you get 2 tickets for it, and that's for $1,000. So we've had a few people do that one already. We're almost at $10,000 in just 2 days on this fundraiser. So,
Dude.
It's been really cool.
No, that's awesome. Congratulations on it. Something we can support, something we can get behind. I think there's a lot, like you said, a lot of stuff needs to be brought, awareness needs to happen. Things need to be brought to people's attention.
The biggest thing is not to knock other causes and stuff, but as far as brain tumors go, even though, so many millions of Americans have a brain tumor or have suffered from one or had a loved one, be unfortunately lost because of one,
Right.
it doesn't get the national news attention to other diseases and cancers and stuff
Sure.
yet. So
Absolutely.
this is a really big push from the American Brain Tumor Association, from myself, to bring that awareness out there. We're doing the groundwork ourselves, and on top of it, from the donations that are made to the car of the proceeds that go to the American Brain Tumor Association, the Tiff Family Foundation is going to be donating up to $10,000 to match the
Wow.
donation. So we're really trying to make a big difference here, and I'm
Absolutely.
very excited about it. And it comes off of a tough year for nonprofits. You know, most nonprofits do 5Ks and they do relay
Sure.
races and stuff like that, and big events and things of those nature. And so you come off a year where there's not much going on. So these
Right.
nonprofits took a big hit, and you know, I hope this is a way to bring awareness again, but then also to get things kickstarted back in a good direction for these guys as they're able to go back to having events.
No, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm glad, and hopefully we'll be able to pump it out and support it as much as we can, and that makes me
Yeah,
happy. That makes me happy
yeah,
that that you're doing cool stuff.
it's been very cool. Yeah, it's a good feeling because obviously each weekend we're trying to get a car sponsored by someone, but when you can
Right.
do it with a cause, it makes it even that much more special.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's the coolest part is that this is a real, like, okay, so I have diabetes, right? And it sucks. I mean, it's horrible. I can only eat when, my body says, "All right, you're starved long enough. Your sugar's down to an acceptable place." I don't take medicine for it. I should, but I don't. But seeing stuff like this, that though these kind of events and stuff that you're talking about, that you're supporting and you're doing, super awesome. I love to see people getting involved in stuff like that. It brings hope to the world. You know what I mean? It brings people aren't just jackasses. You know what I mean? People really
Hey,
do
people aren't
care.
stealing trash bags from Walgreens.
Oh yeah, you know what? I watched that video like 4 or 5 times. It was amazing.
It was, yes. So, but yeah, thank you for letting me talk about that.
Yeah,
It's been a
man.
pretty cool thing we've had been going on. If you guys are watching this, I think we're going to go ahead and close out the entries on Tuesday here, which is June 22nd
Yep.
at midnight there for the entries to
Ooh,
get onto the car.
gotta hurry.
And yes, it's coming quick, so
Yep,
make sure you
yep.
get it there. And if even if you can't donate the full $50, $5 here and there helps. Just share it out there, get the word out there for us. It's
Put
really cool.
put $1 in the tip jar. You know what I'm saying? Anything helps. Put $1 in a tip jar. You're doing something good. You know what I mean? Just do something good. That just
Okay.
donate. $1 in the tip jar. It's not that hard. You're good to go. Say,
So I guess moving past that, I guess we've last time we were able to actually talk about quite a few topics because we've been on the air for a little bit. But
right.
one thing I wanted to talk about with you was some reality shows.
Reality
So
shows.
yes,
Oh,
so
it
my
didn't
wife
work
and
out in my favor last time I talked to Reality Star.
I.
Sorry.
Uh, well, so I, I know you've been in relationships and been married and stuff. So did you have to watch The Bachelor or The Bachelorette?
No, God, no. I did. No, no. We have to stand our ground as men. We cannot be forced into the Bachelorette or the Bachelor. I'm sorry, I couldn't get into it. I had to stand my ground. But the problem is that there's a lot of my brother loves the show, so I mean I guess it's not just a chick flick anymore. But I can't get into reality love, dude. We have enough. Dude, reality love is on Facebook. Go to Facebook and you'll be able to see as much reality love as you want to.
No, that's very true. Yeah. Well, so my wife and I, we do watch. Actually, enjoying this season of The Bachelorette so far, which is funny to say. But the reason I bring it up is
Yeah.
because I wanted to see out of all the reality TV shows. So you got The Bachelorette, you got American Idol, or you can be a Bachelor, obviously. You
Right.
got American Idol, you got Survivor. Big Brother is something that's coming back out this week or
I
tonight or
can't
something like.
believe that Big Brother is coming back.
It's still on. It's like The Simpsons. It just doesn't go
Dude, that
away.
show is awful. Dude, literally, like, I don't understand. Listen, I get it. Like, do you know why reality TV happened? No, I'm being serious. Like, this is a serious question. Going to give you a serious answer.
Can you give me a hint so I can guess?
Writers, yes, it has to do with writers in SAG.
Okay, they couldn't figure out a plot, and they just told them to improv it, and then they figured out that they could do that for the whole show.
Pretty much. No, no, dude, they went on strike. And when they went on strike, they still needed TV, so they started bringing. You don't write a reality show, you know what I mean? So
Right.
all the
It's
writers. Yeah, yeah, it's situational. All the writers went on strike that were part of SAG, and now we have this crap.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy? This is what happens, dude. You're always 1 second away from a bad decision, and TV executives understood that, and they let these writers go. And for a long time, you didn't see anything other than reality shows and reruns. I can't remember the exact date it happened. Ah, man, I'll have to look it up. I can't remember, but
when we go to break, we'll look at and see when the writer's strike was. That's really interesting, though.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's crazy.
so back to that question. So Big Brother.
Yeah.
I remember being, oh gosh, probably five 5 or 6 years old, going into my parents' bedroom. They were watching Big Brother on TV.
Right.
And I always thought it was creepy. I never really understood it. So I've never watched it, but I get what it is. I've seen clips and all that stuff of it.
Sure.
That's not a show I would like to be on, by the way. That's out of the list I gave you. I don't want to be on that one. But if you did have to be on one, and it could be any of them, but I kind of gave you some of the most popular ones, which one would you want to be on?
Survivor.
Nice.
Right? That seems the fakest. I mean, those people aren't really surviving, I wouldn't imagine.
Okay, so I have a friend who is on Survivor, so I think we should bring her on here.
Yes. You absolutely have to bring her on here because I don't know, but the only thing is we're not. No, I don't want to talk to her now. I just said it was fake, and she probably went deep into it, and she's gonna look at me, and I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want her to yell at me.
I think it's a good dive into it because I know that they're not allowed to help them. Really? I know that some of the tribal councils, like now they have a Survivor Island, but they used to go to like every island across the world.
Right.
One of the seasons they had to drive them from their setup, like their camp, to tribal council. But I know they're not really allowed to help that much. And so I was actually surprised the stuff she was telling me was actually pretty real for the contestants. Now, what's strange about it from pictures I've seen is they're all struggling. But then the crew is out there, and it's like a full-on, camera crew, and like it looks like obviously it's a big production. And so it's hilarious because these guys are like big buff dudes and stuff, and they're eating, and you got these guys who lost 45 pounds are just dying out there.
45 pounds. Have you ever seen?
While they're trying to climb a pole and hang up there for 20 minutes, so they don't get chopped off the show.
Well, speaking of like reality type shows, have you ever seen like In the Wild with Bear Grylls or whatever?
Yes.
Okay. He got in trouble.
Fake, by the way. Totally fake.
Yes, he got in trouble. He was helicoptering out or whatever, and was eating at like 5-star restaurants. But dude, I just want to all right. So here's my take on Bear Grylls. Am I upset that the whole thing was a sham? No, because the dude was still drinking piss towels. Like, dude, if you go out and have shrimp at noon,
blood from a fish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you go out and have a nice cocktail at noon, and by 3:00 you're pissing in a bottle to drink it, you're a man. Doesn't matter. Like you drank pee. Good for you, and you did it on camera. Like, is it any different, I guess, that, he went out there and was staying in hotel rooms? I mean, he drank his piss. Like, how do you...
I guess it goes back to, like, okay, how real do you want it to be? Because, like, Naked and Afraid, obviously real. But you're like, that's also a little too real sometimes.
Oh, yeah, and that's the other thing, Naked and Afraid. Like, dude, I would never be able to be on that show. Ever.
I'm Naked and Afraid every time I get out of the shower.
Oh man, it's okay. No, like, would you? Damn it! You got Tyler. You got Tyler rolling over here. You can't even look. You can't focus. You're not.
How embarrassing would that be? Like, you have an intruder in your house and you're just buck naked. Like, that's embarrassing.
Dude, I just want you to know that if you were robbing a house and you come out and there's like the owner is standing there ass naked, you're leaving. Like, any self-respecting thief is going to leave. You can't attack somebody that's naked. I mean, that's like the old Eminem theory. You don't get tackled in football if you just strip out and get naked. Just take your pads off, run around, and you're gonna get a touchdown.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of streakers.
We could ask Hillis.
Huh?
Didn't he play football at one point?
Eminem?
No, Hillis. I said we can ask Hillis.
I don't know. He doesn't respond to me.
He doesn't respond to anybody.
Well, he's too busy doing Madden stuff, whatever that is.
Yeah. Way too busy doing mad stuff. Listen, Cleveland isn't there to vote him on the cover this time, buddy. And I think he knows that. No, but like, okay, so back to reality shows. If you were, that's a good reality show. So if you were in Naked and Afraid, honestly, and I'm not talking about when you step out of the shower. I'm talking about if you are actually in Naked and Afraid, how long do you think you would last?
On Naked and Afraid?
Yeah, because don't forget, you have to kill your food.
Mm-hmm. So you have to make it, 28 days?
I think,
right?
Yeah, I think it's 28 days. Or it's either 28 days or be the last one. I'm not super familiar.
and then your survival skill gets to go up by like 0.3.
By 0.3?
Yeah, because they give him the base survival skill. He knows how to tie ropes. He can
0.3.
start a fire. He carries flints. He also knows how to make a hammock out of I don't know, palm trees.
I can't do any of that.
His survival score is a 6.5. And on the other side, he outran a cheetah. He
Outran a cheetah?
blood. He survived the hurricane. His score has moved up from a 6.5 to a 6.8.
He outran a cheetah?
Oh. I was the guy who does the voice for the survival skill to go in there and see how his survival.
Yeah, I want to see what his survival points are. Dude, I'm telling you.
It's like the Dave Portnoy rating on there. The best pizza is an 8.4. Okay, well, 8.4 should be a 10 then. Like,
there's a curve.
It be a 7 because you can't get past it.
There's a
if
curve.
If you are, oh my gosh, what's the sniper, the famous sniper that
Chris Kyle?
Yeah, Chris Kyle. If you're Chris Kyle, I bet they probably give him a 7.3. Like that's how bad that rating is.
7.3?
Chris Kyle has a freaking 20 out of 10 on that, right? But they're gonna give him. They're like, yeah, he is a sniper. It's too heavy. 7.3.
It's too heavy. Dude, I'm telling you, like, listen, camping, every man likes to camp, right? We all believe. No, okay, we don't like to camp. We like the idea of camping. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to like the idea of surviving on your own and being one with nature, whatever that hippie crap is. Like, I can't do it. I'm telling you, I just can't do it. I hate it. I like the idea of it, but you also have to pay to go camping. I don't want to pay to be homeless. That doesn't make any sense to me. I've said this over and over and over again. I just find the idea of camping absolutely awesome, right? Like, we're going to live off nature. We're going to fish for our food. We're going to hunt for our food. Dude, by 10 o'clock, I'm putting bug spray on. I've got bug zappers plugged into my car. I've got Netflix running, and I've got an air conditioning in the tent. Like, dude, I cannot camp. I hate it. And that's why I think I would make it an hour and 15 minutes on Naked and Afraid.
I feel like I could make it 3 days, but I'm out on 3 days. Okay, but here's the definition of camping. Live for a time in a camp, tent, or camper as when on vacation. Lodge temporarily, especially in an inappropriate or uncomfortable place. So does that mean strippers are campers?
Yeah, yes, they are.
Remain persistently in one place. Apparently, we all camped in quarantine last year.
We did. We were campers.
Last definition, the activity of spending a vacation living in a camp, tent, or camper. Well, if I went to a Marriott and they called it Camp Coral, or I went to Disney Springs or Disney and they called it Camp whatever.
That's what I was saying.
Camp Dora the Explorer,
Yep.
that's whatever. I went to camp that's camping. I have a motorhome, and that's like the picturesque thing of camping world, right?
It's
a motorhome.
It's a motorhome, yeah. But the only thing it doesn't have to see woods, you camp. That's absolutely 100% camping. Dude, anytime.
I camp in my own house. I have fire. I have my stove in my oven.
Camp in my own house. Dude,
I have bugs to get in here. I have a fly swatter. Well, I mean, I can cook fish. I can go hunt for food. I'm going to go down to Publix and go buy some. I camp every day.
I can hunt for food. Dude, my version of camping is going to a Marriott without towels. Like, just tell like, don't bring me any towels. Don't bring me anything. We'll figure things out. I'll have to eat off the vending machine. I'll eat nuts or whatever, on the vending machine, or berries or whatever they come with. Yeah, I know. I thought about that after I said that. Tyler's laughing. That's not what I meant, but it's all right.
Nothing ever comes out right with you. That's what makes the show fun.
I don't know. He's dying over there, so I guess it did something, right?
All right. Well, we need to go take our first break. In the meantime, go follow us at Life in the Fast Lane Show, LATFL Show, at Keith Meiger 1, at Matt_Tiff. Make sure you go check out my page here. You're probably watching this on Twitter. Go up to the pinned tweet at the top. Go donate $50. Get your name on the race car for this weekend. For next weekend. And guess what? If you don't want to have your own name, think of it. It's a perfect Father's Day gift. Go put his name on the race car.
Oh, good idea. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Life in the Fast Lane with Matt Tift and myself. Talked about camping and how horrible of men I guess we are. Does it make you less manly to not camp?
I don't care. I'm not going camping.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one.
See,
I don't
there's a
care.
few things in life that I don't like. Okay,
Sure.
to make you a better or worse person. It's like that State Farm commercial, is some insurance commercial. I woke up 5:30 today. Guess what? Nobody cares.
I don't like to wake
I'm
up
on
at
camping
5:30.
this
I
weekend.
hate
I
it.
didn't bring my cell phone. Cool. Nobody cares.
Nobody
Also,
cares.
let's see what else is there. Trying to think of what's like a demoralizing thing people always say where it's like I really do, I don't, it does not bother me whatsoever, like a societal thing that you're supposed to do.
That you're supposed to do?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I woke up at 5:30. You're getting here at 7 o'clock. Like, what do you do? Like, just this stupid crap like that. I don't know. That pisses me off.
I don't know, like I drank, a lot of water today.
Yeah, okay, well, anything like that. I don't know. I'm probably nothing here, but still, there's just little things like that that just I don't know. I just it bothers me. If you, in my opinion, if you make the most out of your time every day, the 24 hours in a day, right? So why does it
Sure.
matter if you wake up at 5:30? If I wake up at 8:30 and I stay up 3 hours later than you, then we did the same thing around the sun, right? But it's just in a different time shift that we did it. You wouldn't be giving somebody crap in San Francisco about doing it, but I don't know. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with this, but sure. So how about Jose Ramirez?
How's what? What did you just say out loud? I didn't hear it.
I said, how about Jose Ramirez?
How about Jose Ramirez? You like that? Have you been watching it? Have you been paying attention? Because we can talk about this for a minute. He got out of a pickle, dude. He hit a single and got a triple.
That was so funny.
Dude, I could watch that over and over and over again. It was amazing. But the Indians are heating up, dude. We beat the crap out of the Orioles the whole time.
Yep. Yeah, 10-3 today.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was. So I was at the game on, was that Friday or Saturday? Saturday. I was at the game on Saturday with the walk off and walk error off. So
Walk hair off. That's fine.
I've been to a lot of weird games. So if you look at like Cleveland Indians history of weird games, I've been to the balk off. I was at the one.
You were at the balk off?
At the balk off.
Yes. Were you really? Dude, that pissed a lot of people off. That would have been a great game to be at.
I was at the balk off.
Wow.
The bug game against the Yankees.
You were at the bug game too?
The bug game, yes.
Wow, that was awful. That was horrible.
Well, no, it was fine actually because it's the weirdest thing. So we're on the second deck.
Yeah.
And on the first base line.
Sure.
And it's just what were those bugs called?
Mayflies. Canadian soldiers.
Anyways, let's just say it's mayflies. So if you looked at the entire the entire field is covered in, but it's like they stopped above it. And back then there wasn't fencing, so you could see clearly. By the way, the fencing makes me mad. But anyways,
not a fence fan. Yeah, me neither.
I am fine with the fences to a point, but like where we're sitting, like where the dugout was, or our season tickets used to be on the third baseline where the dugouts were there.
Yeah.
I get it because I've seen two people get smacked in the face with a ball and a bat. Okay, so I get it there. But doing it down the entire line makes me mad. Like I want to accept the danger because I'm ready to catch a ball. Like,
I want to accept. Do you know in Japan that they actually sell those seats higher? They don't have any netting or anything there because it's a thrill to them. That they believe that it's like some kind of like crazy action adventure thing that they sell those seats super high.
It was like that for 100 years in this sport too.
Well, right. Is it baseball? So how do you feel, actually, now that we're talking about Jose Ramirez and baseball and bugs and gnats and all this other stuff, how do you feel about the banned substance for the balls?
Okay, let's going to go back to, I had this conversation on a podcast about an hour ago, actually, so this is kind of ironic.
All right.
So
you're on another podcast? You're cheating on me?
Yeah, sorry.
That's messed up, bro.
In my opinion, I think that if we have to deal with the entire game and ends up being tied and we go to extra innings and they can put a random runner on second base, I think the pitcher should be able to do whatever he wants. I think
I'm with you on that one.
Rules like that, then also you should be able to use steroids at your own discretion. Are you going to make it very far in life? Probably not. But guess what? It's going to be more exciting. The
It
big
is gonna be
problem
more
I
exciting.
had more than anything when I was in the ballpark this weekend, because I hadn't been to an Indians game in about 2 or 3 years.
Right.
I love going to the ballpark. I love watching baseball in person, but I've been to a lot of sporting events since then. And
Sure.
the one thing I will say is, from being down here in Charlotte, I can listen to the Indians game broadcast on WTN 1100, even all the way down here,
Which is awesome.
which is
Super
yeah,
cool.
sorry.
Yeah.
But the one thing I'll say is, after going to NASCAR races, from going to football games, to NBA, even the music there, which I don't love the music in between plays, but it's still lively in there.
Right.
The one thing I hated was sitting on in the seats that we did. Sorry, I'm getting the charger back in here.
Oh no, is your computer dying?
That we did, not this again, hopefully. Sitting in the seats that we did, you could see the strike zone if it was up or down. That was
Right.
it, right? So you couldn't tell inside, outside,
Sure.
whatever. And I was thinking there, I'm like, you know what? You have so many graphics. It's telling you if it's a four-seam curveball, if it's a slider, like, it tells you all that. Why can't you put one thing on the frickin' 300-foot board that shows the strike zone and what they just threw? They can do it instantly on TV. I really think they should have that. And to be honest, I think they should have a night where they have Dollar Dog night, Wrigley Field does like the old
That's
school,
right.
like board night. I think they should have a few nights, maybe once a week, because baseball's trying to get more exciting in the stadium, right? You listen to Tom Hamilton on the radio.
Oh, it's
the
amazing.
most exciting thing in the world.
Absolutely.
You go to the ballpark, and it's now batting for the Indians, whoever it is. And then you don't know anything. They're going to get a home run and just bing, bing, the noise that it makes, which is cool.
The
But-
Mario coins.
Yeah, it's sweet. But the rest of it, I would love to know, okay, 97 mile an hour fastball just a bit inside. I'd love to know that call. I would love to know that
They
they're doing
can't
a
do
shift.
that though.
I can see them doing a shift and doing all that stuff. But if I'm a casual fan, I'm going, I don't know what's going on. And I realized that for
Right.
the first time, because in NASCAR, as an owner now, I've been able to see, without driving in the race, what works and what doesn't in person, and what works
Right.
and what doesn't on TV or radio. And to me, in the experience,
Oh no, I think his computer's dying. I lost him. Where'd he go? I love Matt. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have Matt back. Hopefully, he technical difficulties. It's the baseball gods pissed off that he's trying to change the rules of baseball. We'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Life in the Fast Lane with Matt Tift and myself. The baseball gods got mad because he's talking about changing the rules of baseball and changing things, and they cut his power off. We forgive you,
Yep.
though. All right, so
Blame,
go ahead.
blame Jim Tomey.
Everybody can blame Jim Tomey. I don't think that man needs a statue, but that's okay.
Exactly. No,
So,
I'm totally.
I'm with
So
you.
what I was talking about though,
Yeah.
was again, I want the Nets to be gone.
Mhm.
I don't like that part.
I'm not a
That part
fan of
makes
it either.
I went to go get a hot dog and it took forever. And so I actually went to the upper deck to go get it. And I was like, you know what? I actually enjoyed being on the second or the upper deck because I didn't have to look through a net to see the game.
Right. Dude, the only thing is the best spot, at least at Progressive Field, right, are the $15 district seats. You're right at the bullpen. I mean, who cares? Like, you stand the whole time, whatever. That doesn't.
I've been the home run porch, but I've never been over there.
Oh, dude, it's so nice. You're right. You're right by the bullpen. You're standing the whole. You're standing the whole time, and you can see everything. I mean, yeah, of course, you're not. You're not able to really see. Unless you have like good eyesight, but I don't. But you're able to see everything. And when they put the net up, man, I'm just not. I was never a fan of them putting the net up. I feel like I feel like they're starting to take baseball. I get they want it to be more serious. I do. I understand that, or they want it to be more entertaining, or they want the game to go faster, or whatever. Dude, baseball was never supposed to be like that. It was America's pastime for a reason. You would go get your family, and you would go to the ballpark for 2+ hours and forget about all the crap that went away. You're supposed to be there for a long time. You're supposed to be able to sit there and watch a game. I just don't think people have the attention span anymore to sit and watch a whole
No,
game. You know
no,
what I mean?
I totally agree with that. And I think the problem is when you go to the game. So that was my thing, right? So listening to the radio and the play by play at
Yeah.
other sports, maybe you do that every once in a while. Plug in the play by play announcers because then you're doing the same thing. You're not changing the game, but you're just pumping in some commentary to the game. Then I think it'd be people would know what's going on. Obviously, people would bring in radios and stuff before to listen to that. But that is one way where I could see, okay, maybe this makes it a little bit more exciting into the game. Who don't know what's going on with it. You don't ruin any experience because you get the best of both worlds. You have to listen to the call from Hammy,
Right.
and then you get to watch the game. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Well, when you're standing at the $15 district tickets or whatever, you can hear Hammy calling the game. So you're
See, you can't do that when you're close to the plate.
no, you can't. But you know why you can't do that, right? Because you can't argue with an ump ball or strikes. If the umpire calls a strike clearly and it's a ball, you can't go and argue with the pitcher or with the umpire. If they put that up on the big screen or whatever or announce it and it makes it look like the umpire is wrong, every coach in the world is going to go out there and beat the hell out of them.
And they should, because guess what? Football does that, and those are some of the most exciting plays.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Okay.
The Red Sox Yankees game, and it comes down to a strike or a ball
Oh
pitch.
God.
But
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
like the fun of that. Like you want to go beat the crap out of the ump. Like that is not putting just on the ump, but like so misplays, errors, all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Like,
Right.
everything that goes into there, if they had replay on it, I'm just sitting there like, okay, so now they can challenge plays, but the whole stadium that's just paid hundreds of bucks to be here between their ticket, their food, and transportation and parking.
Right.
They
Right.
can't just happen on the board because the teams might get upset. Like to me, that's stupid.
I mean, you know what? You're not wrong. I'll agree with that one. I'll agree with that one. How do you feel about robot umpires? How do you feel about taking away the human error part of baseball and putting robot umpires in there?
For strikes, for strikes and balls, I do think that should be there.
Oh
Now, when it
no!
But when it comes to judgments on being safe or being out, I think you keep the real people because you can challenge those plays.
You can, but see, I don't. The human error's always been part of the game, like you were just talking about it. What if it comes down to a ball? Like, okay, the balk, for instance. You were at balk gate when that happened. Obviously, was it a balk? Yes. But let's say it comes down Yankees Red Sox, and it's bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, 3-2 count, and he misses it. Either way, bases are loaded. You're either striking him out, or it's it's a ball, whatever. And he walks the winning run in or the tying run in or whatever. I don't want to take the human error away from the game because then what am I going to be pissed off about tomorrow? The next morning. I don't think I can actually advocate for robot umpires. I think the human error of the game is way too much. I think Tiff left. Where did he go? Tiff, tiff. Tyler, our producer's looking at the phone. There, yep.
Sorry, I guess I charged it, but it didn't charge.
It's okay.
It was charging still.
It's okay. I kept it going. We're bringing you back.
Good.
Slowly.
Sorry about that.
All right. So did you hear my argument about keeping the human error part of the umpire?
I got part of it.
Like, I just don't think that we should take away the human error part. I think that if it's a close game and it comes down to that umpire getting that call right and he misses it, I want to have something to be pissed off about or happy about. You know what I mean? At the end of the game, I don't think robot or whatever. Listen to what Darth Vader said. Darth Vader said in Field of Dreams, baseball is time will steamroll everything, but baseball always stays the same. The only problem with that statement is baseball hasn't always stayed the same. We're doing all kinds of weird rule changes and everything to get people in, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, right. Tyler, I know I got some weird shading.
You do have some weird shading. It's a very nice ceiling fan.
Yep. A little bit hung off the rails there, but whatever.
So you having a good day, Matt?
It's been fine. I don't know what's going on now.
He said it's been fine. You want to take our last break? Well, no. You want to take our last break? Or are you good?
No, I'm okay. I'm good.
You're good. Matt's good. If Matt's good, let's roll. So the title of the episode today is Area 41. Nope, just episode 41. So the Pentagon's getting ready to release some crazy stuff. I guess we could talk about that a little bit. Are you an alien person? Do you believe in the outer worlds?
I do, and I'm excited to see what is going to happen. I expect there to be inconclusive evidence of many encounters.
Inconclusive? Okay, yeah, I can see inconclusive. But let's say, what do you hope they release?
I hope they release that there's like 10 aliens being kept and talked to and studied in the United States right now.
What? I don't want that. Then they're gonna.
Why?
That's like kidnapping. I don't want them captured and studied.
Why?
I don't know. What if they're gonna?
We literally do that to every species that's been put on planet Earth. Why not doing this not from planet Earth?
I mean, that's kind of heartless, man. That's some X-Files stuff right there. That's some Smoking Man stuff. I don't want them captured. Okay, so let's say the Pentagon releases definitive proof, right? Like they have a alien craft. They know where it is. Roswell was real. All this stuff is actually legit. What do you do with that information? What do you do with that? I mean, dude, that changes a lot of stuff. I mean, it really does. You have definitive proof, 100% proof that aliens have touched down on Earth. We know. What does that do for everything?
I mean, probably watch TV, see what they say about it.
You can't. You're not going to have an opinion? You don't think that if you see a freaking alien spaceship coming down, you're going to be like, oh, man, I might need to rethink a few things in my life. That's not going to happen. You're just going to turn on The Office?
I watched a whole store get robbed yesterday and it was just put on Snapchat. So
that's true. I guess with those aliens, maybe that was the definitive proof we need that aliens.
You know what I'm going to do?
Real.
I'm going to get TikTok famous. That's what I'm going to do. And they're like, oh, it's an alien. Shit.
And they're just going to leave. That's it.
Yeah.
What if?
Yep.
But what if this happens and the Pentagon releases like some crazy reverse engineered spaceship that they have? What do you think they want? What do you think? Why are they here? What is the point of it being here? 90% of the people that live on Earth don't want to be on Earth. Why the hell would they want to come here? And it can't be.
I don't know.
It can't be for rednecks and Coolers Light, since nobody wants that, right? Or cows or whatever. These people
for giant water parks and everything. Why else would you move to America?
I'm pretty sure they have if they just traveled light years away, hundreds of thousands of light years away to go to Cedar Point, then I promise you I will get a Cedar Point pass this year, and I'll go ride with one of them.
I feel like they're more Six Flags people myself, but
Well, that's why they're pissed.
True.
At least you know they're not going to come to Ohio then.
Yeah. So let's see. If that was really released,
yeah,
and stuff actually happened, I'm trying to think of my thoughts here.
I don't know if
I
I don't
guess
know what I would
I
do.
guess I'd want to know what time do they think we're in? Can they time travel? Okay, I'm gonna do the questions
Fair
if
enough.
I get to talk to one, right? So
All
we
right.
get to play 20 questions with it. No,
Sure.
I don't have 20, but
Now why
let's
is
play
it
20
now
questions
why is it an it? What?
because I don't know what because I don't know what said
Cancel
thing is.
culture. Just you don't know
I don't know
what?
what said thing is. Okay.
All right, all right. So it.
What
We'll
is it?
go with
Well,
it.
you're not going to know in the Pentagon files. You're not going to know what it is. If it's a being, they wouldn't have been able to tell.
That is true. That is true. You're right.
So if they're releasing something and it's a hard physical body, then yes, it's an it of some sort.
That is true. That is true. Okay, so let's say it dash him dash her, because you don't know they might have been progressed so far in advance that they have a queen and their queen is their monarchy. So now you're talking to them, Tyler. You can't be doing that while I'm on camera. So you have these aliens come down. The first thing you're gonna ask them is,
Where'd you come from?
okay, that's fair. That's a good question. That's a good icebreaker.
Why are you here?
That's a scary question. I don't know if I would ask that right off the rip.
Can you time travel?
I would ask that question for sure.
Does time exist in your realm?
No, why did it? Okay, all right, I'm with you.
Because that goes back to the time travel question.
It does.
Then I would say, are we? Why would you want to be in contact with humans? Like, are you just here? Like, are you here visiting, or like, are you here to stay? Like, what's the deal?
Are you just here visiting? Yeah, you know what? They got a room at the Marriott. They don't like to camp either. They got a room at the Marriott. They're gonna go for
Aliens
a while.
hate camping. It's so primitive.
It is. It's awful. They don't just sitting on an asteroid all day. It sucks. All right. So, so what else?
Last question. Do you come in peace?
I think that's okay. So the first you come, don't have you not watched Mars Attacks? You never ask if they come in peace, ever.
I've seen The Martian with Matt Damon. It's a very okay movie.
It was a very okay movie. I mean, you got to watch Mars Attacks. All right, so the first question I would probably ask an alien is I would ask, I don't want to know why they're here yet because I'm not ready for that answer. But I would ask, like, do you guys have any cool weapons that I can see? Like, you don't got to shoot me with them or poke me with them
Okay,
or whatever.
advanced technology. That's a good question.
Yeah. Like, I want advanced technology. I want to see, like, some crazy stuff going on. And then I would have to probably ask, do they have entertainment, like TV shows? Like, how close to Futurama did they actually get to being right?
Yes,
That's what I would want to know. And then
that is a good.
and then I would probably add, and I don't care where they came from either at this point. I would ask the time travel question because that's definitely something I would like to know. And then I would ask, like, go ahead.
Maybe why, like, do humans and them coexist on other planets that they've already abducted people? Like, is there colonization?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a crazy thought. See, that's stuff I'm not ready to hear yet. What if there's a whole group of of us somewhere else that they've abducted? Like all those people that claim to be abducted with their Miller Lite and their Terrys and Peytons. What do you think? Tyler's dying. What do you think? I mean, like, what do you? That's weird. They terraform? I mean, it's an odd question. I don't know.
How do you know we're on actual Earth? Maybe it's a clone. Maybe this is back to that whole simulation theory. Maybe there was an Earth. Maybe we're not on it anymore.
Good. So we're having this thought. All right. So I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. Thanks. I'll be thinking about that all.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of stuff that's weird for like a simulation stuff. Maybe there's something with it.
There is a lot of stuff that's weird for it. What if we were in a simulation and you found out? What would you do? What would be the first thing you did?
I'd be pissed. Why'd I got brain tumor and epilepsy? Like, what the hell, man?
You were a glitch. Sorry. Oh shit. So
because it all has to do with electrical signals. So like,
that's
obviously
true,
the
yeah.
game messed up.
The game messed up. What if you were just like in like okay, so we're in a giant simulation because that's a very popular theory. Like people actually believe that we're in like some honest to god matrix like stuff. What if you found out you were just a giant battery for something else for like a machine?
I'd be okay with it.
I don't know if I would be. I mean I'd definitely plug myself back in. I'm not messing with all that. I'm not trying to go to Zion and everything. I'm too lazy for all that. As long as they don't make me camp, I'm good to go.
See, here's my thing. If we are in a simulation, we know it. I'd be like, all right, well, I don't have much to worry about then. Just gonna go live my daily life like I always did. And then
I think I would do
if it's
more.
not, then it'd be, okay, well, I'm gonna keep on going on living my life like I always did. Like you can't break it if it's a simulation because created by somebody else. So I mean, technically, it's the same thing.
You're so damn laid back. Like I don't know. Like, you can find out the world's toughest problems, and you could find out like tomorrow. Like yeah, there's gonna be an asteroid that hits in like 3 days. Dude, you wouldn't panic. You wouldn't call anybody. You wouldn't panic or do anything. You would just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the store and get some chicken or whatever, and we're gonna have a grill and cook out. And like you're the least panicky person ever. If I found out I was in the Matrix and I was a freaking battery for a machine, yeah, I'm panicking a little bit. I'm going to have that, oh my God type mentality. I don't want to just go home and eat a sandwich. I'm going to probably try to figure out what the hell's going on and who's enslaving me.
So a couple of years ago in Charlotte, we had a big snowstorm. And it was hilarious because my wife, Jordan, she was just my girlfriend at the time. She goes, oh my God, we got to go get milk and bread. We're both on keto. I'm like, Jordan, we don't drink milk and we don't eat bread. Why would you do either of those things? And that was my thought process. Like, why are we doing this? And so just like during the middle of COVID last year, it's like the world was ending. I went to a park one day, and of course, COVID is horrible, everything with it, blah, blah, blah. But I went to a park one day, and I didn't have my phone. I didn't watch TV. I was like, you know what? This is a very nice day out. There's a lot of birds chirping. There's a lot of bees. There's flowers. I'm like, this is pretty nice. But then you go home, then you realize the reality of what's going on in the world, and it's horrible. It's terrible. It's sad. And so perception-wise, there's a lot of different things. You could be rich and the saddest man on the planet. You could be poor and the happiest man on the planet. It's all so weird. So why couldn't it be a simulation?
I mean, you take my brother's. All right, so my brother has this theory, and I'm pretty sure it works. My brother has a theory of just pretend it doesn't happen, and if you pretend it doesn't happen, then you keep moving. Like Corona, like when Corona happened, when COVID happened, he pretended it didn't happen, and he wasn't affected one iota. He knew his job wasn't affected, his money wasn't affected, his lifestyle wasn't affected. Nothing was affected. He just went on. I didn't think he wore a mask, to be honest with you. He just on living his daily life just like you do. I don't understand. If an alien came down and said, I'm going to
COVID, I'm just saying if there's an alien thing saying I was in a simulation, then I'd go on along with it.
No, but I mean like
what am I supposed to do? Go challenge the alien? Like I'm gonna lose.
No, how do you know that? You don't know that till you try. We're Americans, damn it. We don't roll over.
Well, if you're in a society, then they made up America. Just made us a bunch of dumb idiots who believe in the same thing.
Crap, that's true. Damn it. I hate when you make valid points. I'm gonna take hold on a minute. I'm gonna start taking we gotta get ready to go here because I know you're getting ready to go watch a movie and I got an audition to do. But the funny part is I real quick is I'm gonna start taking I'm gonna steal your mentality from you, and I'm just gonna go on living my life. No matter what happens, I'm only gonna say yes, and I'm gonna agree that everything is always okay.
Watch the movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey.
Oh God, there's a movie about it?
Yep.
Is it all right, I'm gonna go all right, I'll watch it. Yes Man with what's it called? Yes Man?
It's just called Yes Man. It's with Jim Carrey.
Yes Man. All right, Yes Man, I'm gonna watch it. Guys, thanks for tuning in today. We appreciate it a whole lot. Check us out on iHeartRadio. Subscribe, so that way if we are living in a simulation, that's like I guess we're telling you to do that. Check us out on Google.
Pretty cool.
That is. Well, follow us on Twitter, Matt_Tift at KeithMeiger1. Check out the show. Check out the Teespring if you're not doing anything and you're bored. Also, Matt, make sure that they know time is running out to get their name on that car. Donate.
We're almost at $10,000 today, so
Beautiful.
Let's go make it happen. It's on my Twitter feed there.
Yep.
Go click it to go donate to the ABCA and get your name or anybody else's name onto our race car for the next weekend.
100%, guys. Donate to a good cause. I'm actually super behind this, and I'm very excited that they're doing something like this. We'll be back Monday, right? Yeah, we'll be back Monday as long as the stimulation lets us. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate it, and have a good and happy, safe Father's Day weekend. Is it Father's Day weekend?
It is.
Cool.
You're a dad, you idiot.
Yeah, nobody gets me anything. I've never had a Father's Day gift. I mean, I get my dad stuff, but, you know. We'll see you Monday, guys. Have a good weekend.